Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day or night wherever you may be, and I hope you're all doing amazing. Today I'm not bringing a Sonic video to you. I don't really feel like making a Sonic video right now, but that'll be at some point in the near future. I don't know when, but onto the topic of this video. Today I've got my straw hat on because I will be ranking all of the pre-Timeskip era One Piece arcs. Literally like an hour and a half ago, I finished rereading the Pre-Timeskip and the Waterworks, man. The Waterworks are just heavy with this shit, honestly. It's my favourite series to date, and I love it so much, and I just feel like ranking them on a tier list. I think that'd be pretty fun. And in front of me, I indeed do have the tier list right here. I'm just gonna move my camera dead quick. Over here so you can see all of these. So we've got S+, the best of the best. You know what you're getting with S+. Got S. It's still amazing, but it's not the best. A is, it's pretty great. It's not amazing, but it's still pretty great. A lot of great moments and everything. B is like, it's good, but I would not say it's near one of my favorites. C, it's pretty decent. There are some good moments in there, but a lot of it is just, it's okay. And then with D, it's not bad by any means. No One Piece arc is bad, but a lot of it can be quite forgettable, and it will never be one of my favorites. But here we go, starting with Romance Dawn, the very first arc. It's the introduction to Luffy and Shanks and Kobe, and we get to see Luffy recruit Zoro, and it's just a really fun arc with a great start to One Piece. I don't think he could have done it any better. There's so much setup in this arc and so many things that are referenced back to later on in the story, which is so cool. So honestly, I'm putting it in A. I'm feeling A. I think it's pretty fucking great. Orange Town, I think it's fun. I like Choo Choo. It's a cute dog. Buggy, funny. I like Buggy a lot, but a lot of this arc is kind of forgettable. It's very short again, just like Romance Dawn. We get introduced to Nami in this arc, which is really fun, but there's not loads to talk about with this one, so I'd give it like a B. Syrup Village, I like Syrup Village. I love Usopp. I think he's great. His whole story with lying and everything about his mom and his dad being a pirate, I think it's great. It's sad, and I like Kuro as a villain. He's not as good as Buggy, obviously. I like the whole thing of them getting the ship as well, them going merry. Some forgettable things, but a lot of good moments. So I'm going to put it in a B tier. Actually, I'm going to move Orange Town down to C. Baratie is obviously where we get introduced to Sanji, a fucking great character. I love his backstory and his relationship with Zeph, and it really shows how much Sanji cares about people as well, like how he does with that one pirate he feeds who's really hungry. I can't remember his name. I love the whole fight between Krieg and Luffy. It's really intense. And then obviously you've got the fight with Zoro and Mihawk. That's iconic. It's a great arc, and I'm going to give it an S tier. It does so many things right, and it gets called back to in Whole Cake. Ooh! And then Arlong Park, obviously it's an S tier. It's been built up slowly throughout the whole East Blue saga. Like, something's going on with Nami, but we don't know what it is. And then we finally get to that climax in Arlong Park, because we see in Baratie her leave just out of the blue. See what I did there? Shut up, blah! And it's so incredibly sad and depressing, but all the hope Luffy gives to Nami is just amazing. And the fights from Sanji, Zoro, Usopp, his fight was really fun. And Luffy against Arlong, fuck me, that was great. And this is where a lot of people get hooked onto the series. Like everyone says, read up or watch up to at least Arlong Park, and if you don't like it, then it's not for you. Next, we've got Lougetown, not Roguetown, like the manga translation says, which is annoying. I love the little callbacks we get to Roger. Dragon gets introduced in this arc, which is great. Smoker and Tashigi get introduced in this arc, and I love them two characters, especially Smoker. He's so fucking cool. He's one of my favorite characters from the Marines, and I love him so much. He just needs to be utilised more in the story. That's all I ask, Oda. Please, give us more Smoker! And Tashigi, of course. It's really fun. They go on their own little adventures. The stuff with Zoro's sword is really cool. And Luffy almost dying on the execution platform, but getting saved just by a stroke of luck. Like, the heavens are looking out for him. It's insane, and I love it. It's not my favourite, but I'm going to put it in S. It's got a bunch of setup for the whole future of the story, and it's just brilliant. Honestly, brilliant. Then we get to Reverse Mountain. Reverse Mountain's a nice little breathing arc when the Straw Hats are going into the Grand Line, when they meet Crocus and obviously Laboon, the best boy on the whole planet. Who doesn't like Laboon? If you don't like Laboon, you don't like Bon Clay. And if you don't like Bon Clay, I don't like you. It's a fun little arc. Not a lot goes on, but there's a bunch of lore dumps, and it is pretty cool. But a lot of it is kind of forgettable. And I think Vivi gets introduced in this arc as a Baroque works agent. I'm gonna give this one a B. Whiskey Peak. I hardly remember what goes on in this except that fucking one stupid fucking fight between Luffy and Zoro. It's just so out of character, especially for Luffy, because he trusts his crew so much and says he listens to them all the time. But this one, he just doesn't listen to Zoro. He just trusts random fucking strangers instead of his own crew. Come on, bro. What are you doing? And I think the only other thing that happens in this arc is Zoro just goes on a rampage. It's an okay arc. I don't hate it, but I don't really like it either. I don't think it's good. It's just meh. I'm gonna put it in D. Sorry, Whiskey Peak. On to Little Garden. Fucking awesome. We get introduced to the giants with Dory and Broggy. Fucking amazing fights between them two. The lore drops we get as well are sick. Mr. 3, he's pretty cool. I like him. The Baroque Works agent with the paint powers. I can't remember her name. She was cool as well. It's a good arc. I really like the fights and the dynamics between the crew, especially Zoro and Sanji. That was really cool. So I'm going to give this an A. Drum Island. I'm going to put it in S for now. I might move it to S plus later. We get introduced to Chopper. He's one of my top 3 Straw Hats. I love all the Straw Hats, but I love 3 out of them most. And Chopper is one of them. Zoro is another one. And Robin is the other one, who we'll get to later. It was so good. The backstory was so sad and it made me cry so much. Dr. Hiraluk, lovely. Dr. Kureha, she's fucking hilarious. I love her. Dalton is great. Wapol, bit of a crap villain, but good for that arc, I guess. The whole setting as well, awesome. I love it. I just love it. I could gush about this arc for ages, but I'm not going to. Alabasta, obviously, it's an S tier. Actually, I'm going to move Arlong Park down to S tier.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck?
And Alabasta's saying an S+. I love all the fights, and the whole build-up to it as well was great, and everything that happened where they were with Vivi, where they met in Whiskey Peak, and joined them for Little Garden, and was with them for Drum Island, and with them in Alabasta, all the lore drops from her, and all of her royal family, like her gods and everything. I'm rambling on, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Jesus Christ. But the lore drops are fucking amazing. We finally saw Crocodile. He's such a good villain. So intimidating and scary and overpowered. I love him so much. And just the ending of it was so good as well. Everything about this arc was fucking awesome. And you know it's gonna be an amazing time when you get a fucking map of the whole place and it shows you where different members of the crew are. And this is the first time they did that. Flawless arc. I fucking loved it. Then we move on to Jaya. I find to be a great arc. I'm going to put it in A tier. A lot of people aren't really a fan of Jaya because it's boring. It's not boring. There's a brilliant fight scene between Luffy and Bellamy, which ends in one punch from Luffy, and it's fucking awesome. And the setup for Skypiea is amazing, and we get introduced to fucking Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard, in this arc. Some of it is a little forgettable, but I like a lot of the characters and the build-up. I think it's a great arc. Skypiea, I'm putting it in S+. I have loved this arc ever since I first read it, and when I found out people are told to fucking skip it because it's apparently not that good.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You're missing out on one of the best arcs in the series with so much lore. Haki gets first introduced in this, and it's called Mantra. We get so many fucking foreshadowing in this arc to so many future arcs with like the Nika pose. I forgot to mention in Alabasta, Nika Robin joined the crew at the very end, and then she finds another fucking poneglyph, and it's so cool. The fight scenes amazing, the world building amazing, the characters amazing, the lore amazing. Everything about this arc is amazing. I don't know why so many people tell other people to skip it. I'm rambling on too much again. We move on to Long Ring Longland. I like it. I think it's fun. I like the dynamics between the crew. That's the main thing I like about it, especially Zoro and Sanji. That's fucking awesome when they ask each other for help. Seeing Robin grow and have fun with the crew as she goes on during the arc is great for her character, and I love that. I just think it's fun, and then the ending of it is really scary with Aokiji. Oof. So I'm putting this in A tier.
You need to leave!
Fight me. Then we've got Water 7 going straight to S tier. A brilliant arc. The world building is great. We meet Frankie, Iceberg, Khalifa, Roblucci, Kaku, a bunch of other characters that are really cool. Lore's pretty good as well, especially with the whole Pluton thing. That's insane. The whole mystery behind who tried to assassinate Iceberg. And then the whole breakup of the crew when Usopp left, like after the fight between him and Luffy. Oh my god, that killed me. And the sudden disappearance of Nico Robin was so interesting. I'm going to put it up to an S+, actually. I love it. Sorry, I'm eating chocolate right now. Then move on to Enies Lobby. Fucking S+, obviously. I'm going to put Post-Enies Lobby in here too. I think all three of these are amazing. They are my favourite arcs. And putting them all together into just the Water 7 saga from the manga, amazing. It has a seamless transition over to Enies Lobby on the fucking sea train, and the fights and the stakes are incredible. I love it. And the character development for Robin, oh, the backstory, it's killer. It fucking broke me again. It did the first time I read it, and it did the second time I read it. And then we hit Post-Enies Lobby, and the whole thing was saying goodbye to Going Merry. Oh, it's gut-wrenching. It's so sad. And then we finally see Garp for the first time, and then we see Kobe and Helmeppo again, and we get so many lore drops, like Luffy being the son of Dragon the Revolutionary, and that's why he saved Luffy in Lougetown. Okay, that's amazing. Thriller Bark, I think it's really good, putting it in A tier. The whole thing with like meeting Brook and his backstory is really cool, and it's sad as well, obviously. Moria, he's intimidating. He's a great villain, I think. Amazing moments in there, especially the nothing happened thing, and the whole fight between Oars is insanity. And to think Brook was with the crew for only a week afterwards. Wow. Then we move on to Sabaody Archipelago. Jesus Christ, this is an S tier. So many more fucking lore drops again. Oh my god, the world building in every arc is amazing. But Sabaody, wow. We see Kizaru, one of the other admirals. The only one left to see is Akainu. He is fucking terrifying, and I love him so much. Got the whole split up of the Straw Hats, which was just, again, I'm going to say it, it broke me to my core, especially seeing Luffy like that. We met all the 11 supernovas, and we finally got to see the Celestial Dragons, and Luffy fucking punches one. And that's why one of the admirals gets called in. That's wild. He did that for his friend Hachi, no less. Like, oh, peak. We've got Amazon Lily. I think it's an A. Goes to the Island of Women. We meet Boa Hancock. Boa is one of my favorite characters in the whole story. I think she's so cool. Yeah, it's a little weird that she loves Luffy considering the age gap. She's 29 and he's 17. It's a little weird, you know. I still think she's a great character. Great character introduction. Amazing backstory as well with Fisher Tiger and everything. And it's a great little breather before we get to Impel Down, I think, is an S tier. Breaking into the prison and getting back out to try and save Ace, ultimately failing, was such a spectacle. We met so many past characters again, like Buggy, Mr. 3, Mr. 2 Bon Clay, a goat. If you don't think he is, I don't like you. But you get Crocodile again, Daz Bones. So many show up again. Luffy almost dies again. Emporio Ivankov, amazing character from the Revolutionaries. So many good things about this arc, and the stakes are so incredibly high to try and get Ace before he leaves. But ultimately, as you know, if you've read or watched it, they don't do that. But we also do meet Jinbei, first son of the sea, and I love him. He's amazing. I would not be opposed to having him as my dad. Please meet my dad, Jinbei.
Alright, dude. What the flip?
And then we get to Marineford. Obviously, it's an S+. It's Marineford. The stakes are incredibly high. Fucking Whitebeard and crew versus the Marines and the 7 warlords. That's just a recipe for disaster, and it is disaster. Ace dies, which is incredibly heartbreaking, and it broke me again. We get Whitebeard's death as well, and then at the end, Blackbeard comes in and steals his power, and technically he's eaten 2 devil fruits, which is supposed to be impossible. I still don't know how that works, but that was insane. It's a brilliant arc, obviously. And then finally, we've got the post-war arc, which I think is great. It's not amazing, but it's great. We get introduced to Sabo as well, who's a great character. I love him. And we get to see the backstory of how Luffy and Ace met, and how they became friends, and how Luffy became friends with Sabo as well. And I think it's really cool, and obviously it's really sad. And after that flashback, we see Luffy's decision to wait 2 years instead to meet his crew, and that's where the time skip happens. So that's my ranking. If you disagree with my ranking, please let me know, and let me know what your ranking would be in the comments below if you got to this point. Sorry that my thoughts are everywhere. I don't explain things very well, clearly, but I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. And it's probably a long one, but hopefully I've shortened it to less than 32 minutes, because that's how long I've been recording for. I want it to be around the 15-minute mark, so I'm going to do my best to do that.
Unfreaking believable.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who watched this video. Cheese! I'll do another one of these after I've finished rereading the Post-Timeskip rank, or the Post-Timeskip ones, which will obviously be quicker than this because there's less arcs in the Post-Timeskip. And obviously I'll be wearing my hat. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day and night, wherever you are. I'll see you later. Peace out.